when we walk the bush, the trail will come out of the type of terrain that's actually there. And sometimes when we scrape and we unearth these magical things, they turn into some showcase features that we find here in the bike park. The terrain is absolutely incredible. We have space for 12 more beautiful downhill enduro style trails with, countless of hundreds of other acres to access for more XCs. Trail building here means ultimately that sense of community, not only with that direct feedback you get from concept of a trail to executing it and building it and to that final product out there in the woods with an incredible driven and compassionate group of builders. That sense of community ultimately is the reason why trail building means so much to me here at Wilderness Tours. We tend to double every year in size thanks to that core group of people. We've got guys like Kyle, we've got John, we have Bennett, we have John's son Chase out here. They're a father-son team, which makes it really cool and dynamic, putting in an incredible amount of sweat equity into building this vision of the Wilderness Tours Bike Park and that sense of community. One guy said, you guys have a very Quebecois feel here, and that's probably the best compliment I've received. Wilderness Tours Bike Park is a place where you can come and progress from just starting to enduro style and into that mountain bike world to sending 20, 30, 35-foot tabletops. We want everybody that rolls in here to have that sense of, I can do this, or I have something within my skill set, and I also have something where I can go. Aesthetics before athletics. The art is gonna come from what Mother Nature provides us. The terrain will always dictate what we can do and what type of feature you're gonna build. And the engineering side comes from making sure that trail is sustainable. If you want that artwork to last, it has to have engineering built into it to survive the elements. We can get inches, 10, 15 millimeters of rain in an hour, and that will absolutely devastate a trail system. If you don't have the proper drainage, it's absolutely wild with the power of Mother Nature, and you have to build with her in mind, or else your trail system won't last. And I've said this, where we've got this blank canvas, and if we have the opportunity to really mess it up if we don't do it right the first time. So what we initially flag isn't always what we kind of get and where we go, because we find all these little hidden gems all over the place. It happens every time we put a shovel in the ground for that first start of a new trail, because we are building at a brand new bike park, and there's so much wonderful terrain here that little bit of anxiety goes, are we putting it in the right spot this time? Are we going to mess something up for something amazing down the road? Checking with our individual crew of builders, that is this the next step? And the answer typically is always answered with when we finish the trail and riders are out there enjoying it, then we hear the hoops and hollers that come from the bush, and that direct feedback that's from everybody that says they had an amazing time when they were out here. We have all of the infrastructure on site. We're kind of like the Club Med of the whitewater world, which means we have accommodations, almost 62 different accommodation units. We have a fully licensed restaurant and bar. During our season, there's live entertainment on our deck every single night of the week. It is a place where you can come park and enjoy either just a day, or come for an entire weekend, or spend a full week here. But yeah, it all starts right here, which is pretty cool.